What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to Doc Up. We back with part 2 of KSI versus Deji.
Where's my wife? Like, why do you have to bring her into it? Like, what has she done for you to say that? Nothing. He's saying I am JJ's, I am the Simon's. I mean, maybe I'm here a lot. Probably spend more time here than my current place right now with my wife. Like you said, Deji, JJ pays my salary. I work for JJ. I know you've never had a job, and I know like you can't really understand the process of actually working and doing something for money because you've been like spoon-fed everything your entire life. But yeah, if you didn't go to work, if you didn't spend time at your workplace, you would get fired. Like you wouldn't get paid. So I'm just doing my job, man.
Randolph then takes it even further and makes an entire diss track on Deji, which Deji reacts to.
I mean, right now it's being smart in a way. He gotta make his money, so. I mean, realizing the way that Deji reacted, you probably realize he's a guy of low character, and you wouldn't even want to get back on good terms with him anyway. So I'll just make a diss track to just get my money off of it, get my clout up.
Saying that he's still standing on what he said.
Look, you're right, I've been living at the Sidemen house. I took your room, they kicked you out cause you ain't paying rent. You couldn't find the cash, let me clear the air and take out the trash. You can't take a joke, you need to relax, G. Back in LA, I was paying for your taxis. You're the poorest rich man that I know. Every time your card comes out, decline, bro. And how you gonna speak on my living arrangements when you're young, rich, and you're famous? Now, Deji, tell me, are you brain dead? Cause you still live with your parents.
I mean, why move out though? Why move out if you don't have to? Stack up your brand so you can get a mega mansion, bro. That's what I think. Just like Annoying TV. Shout out to Annoying TV. That man was grinding on Twitch for 5 years, bro. 5 years, 5 or 6 years straight. Stay with his mom, bro, the whole time. Everybody was probably talking trash to him. Everybody was trying to call him bro, saying this and that. 5 years with his parents, bro. And then like 2021, 2022, he came out to Miami. He bought either a $2 million or $5 million mansion, bro. So at the end of the day, man, stay down until you up. That's it. Stay down until you really up. You can't really go out big. Just stay with your parents. No point of moving out and getting an apartment. You can't go and get you a house 100% cash, bro. Don't even try to do it unless you're trying to be a real estate agent, or unless you're trying to flip it and get the equity or something like that. But if you're just going there to live, ain't no point of going to an apartment paying for something that you're not even gonna own.
DJ's cameraman, Randolph, has done a diss track with me because I told him to spend more time with his wife. A lot of people saying that I overreacted. In my opinion, I didn't overreact. He called my channel dead. I didn't find it funny. You guys can find it funny. I don't find it funny. So I stand by what I said. There was no reason for it. And people saying that I started it. I know he's doing a track for views. If I was him, I would do the exact same. So like, it's a hustle. I respect the hustle. That's something I respect.
This entire situation gets so big that KSI himself ended up reacting to it. Remember, Deji is his blood brother, while Randolph is his best friend. So right now, these are probably the two most important people in his life and their future.
He probably chose Randolph over him. That's probably what happened. That's probably what made this really get even more out of hand.
Shooting right in front of him. KSI has no clue to side with, so he decides to try his best to stay neutral.
My bro kind of takes everything to heart. He kind of overreacts over everything, so it's just how it is. I'm just gonna stay on the fence. Let them bow it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Your turn, man.
Cause right after KSI's reaction, Deji then drops his own diss track right back on Randolph. He doubles down on what he said, and he says a couple more demeaning things. However, he spits an extremely controversial bar in the song. In one line, Deji claims that KSI paid for Randolph's wedding while showing pictures of KSI's banking details. This makes Randolph look like a broke ass dude who can't afford his own wedding, which is a horrible look.
Probably changed his bedding, but the one thing you ain't been spreading is that JJ paid for your wedding.
Wow. Nah, bro. This kid Deji really took that seriously. Wow. Well, you can't go back from that. You can't go back from that. That just showed everybody, bro. if we lived in a different time, bro, if we lived in a different generation, if it was grown men, watching this, Deji would have been fell off, bro. But because it's a bunch of little kids who don't understand anything about character, having character, being a man of principles, they don't care, man. They just feel all emotional. Oh no, bro, you can't talk to you like that, bro. That's the only reason why Deji is still relevant, bro. Because all these kids, they really don't care about that type of stuff. They just want to be entertained. They just want to sit back, grab some popcorn, drink their juice, sit on their couch and watch YouTube all day, and watch the beef. That's what these kids like.
Are y'all ready for the next big?
That's the only reason why Deji is still straight right now. But anybody with a little bit of maturity can clearly see that Deji's in the wrong for this. Deji has no character. Deji is not somebody that you would want to be friends with.
I'm happy, like, I let my wife.
KSI then reacts to Deji's diss track on Randolph. He didn't appreciate the fact that Deji not only tried to involve KSI in the beef, but he also exposed his personal banking details to the public. However, despite all this, KSI said that Deji's diss track was fire.
Oh, this is bad.
I'm a wife of a horse,
shit.
then I'll go take her for a drive in the Porsche.
Oh, fam, you even added his wife. Oh,
Wow.
That's mean. Wait.
But I mean, what I will give Deji props for though is if you're going to go all out, go all out. I mean, if you're going to go all out, go all out. He's going all out right now. Put the personal information, put his wife's at, everything, but he's really going all out. He's really trying to make sure he murdered Randolph, bro.
I'm gonna your wife like a horse. Deji, are you f***ing horses?
You've been begging, probably changed his bedding, but the one thing you ain't been spreading is that JJ paid for your wedding.
Whoa. Wait, that's out of order. Nah. Don't get me involved with this shit, fam. I'm just watching. That's on my parents, man. Mom, dad, I'm disappointed. I'm actually disappointed that you actually let him into my accounts and post it publicly. Like, what the f***? That's actually pissed me off. Mate, I didn't even pay for his wedding. That was a gift. I ended up paying for his own wedding. Don't you f***ing dare put my information out on blast like that. Don't do that. I keep that private. Mom, dad, I'm disappointed in you. Alright, well, that's put me in a bad mood. You know, and this bang.
So after getting eviscerated by Deji, Randolph then responds with another diss track. Except this time, the disses were much harsher and way more personal. He claims that Deji puts babies into girls and then removes the baby, if you catch what I'm saying. And he also said,
I mean, that's not crazy though. Like, guys do that. That happens all the time, bro. Get any young dude money, clout on YouTube, get him some chains, get him a bunch of gold rings. And what do you think is gonna happen? Especially with the culture we have now, everybody wants to do it raw. What do you think is gonna happen, bro?
says that Deji was trying to get unclothed photos from an underage 16-year-old girl, later saying that Deji is lazy and has no skills.
How dare you speak on my wedding when you getting pregnant and then you end it? I can't really comprehend it. Too busy begging fangirls pics.
Bro, people always trying to say it's the parents this, the parents should have raised you better, all this and all that. That doesn't count. That doesn't count when somebody's rich, famous, and young. That doesn't count, bro, because no amount of parenting could have prepared you for that unless you were born rich. Unless you were born like that. Okay, that's different. Because then you're used to it. But when you start from poverty and you don't do it yourself up first and you just get rich, what do you expect is going to happen, bro? What do you expect?
16 years old, Deji, that's some mad movements. And when you don't get any, you get ruthless. It's the truth. Please don't make me prove this. Misogynistic, egotistic little prick, harassing your own fans, trying to get your lit. You actually make me sick. You know that you ain't shit. Without Big Bro, you wouldn't even exist.
I was 16 at the time. He said, oh, FaceTime me, ring me, I will speak to you. So I just aid him. He texts me like, oh wow, you aid me, safe, have a good life.
Always begging me, always asking. He was like, show me how you ride me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Like, you won't even send me a picture of your face.
I mean, why would you have to do that, though? I mean, think about it though. If Deji just really wanted it that bad, he could probably just walk into. I don't know how old he was at the time. Let's say he was at least 18, right? He probably was. He probably was. That's why it's a big deal. He probably was. He could have just went to the club. And he would have. He could have went to the club and came home with 20 girls, bro. Like every night, fam. If he really wanted to, just off of the clout and the money alone. Like sometimes I have a hard time believing stuff like this, accusations like this, unless there's actual like real like proof. Cause bro, you're in a position where he probably getting thousands of DMs from random girls on Instagram alone, bro. Every day, them sliding into his DMs without him having to do anything. So I don't know.
You know, it's a two-way street.
Deji then responds to this diss track and pretty much denies everything Randolph accused him of. And after denying all these accusations, Deji then flips the situation on KSI by blaming KSI for feeding Randolph false information.
I have never, ever gotten a girl pregnant. Ever. And a lot of people who've had with me would know why I've never gotten a girl pregnant. The only person who's ever gotten a girl pregnant is my brother, alright? My brother has got someone pregnant. And I imagine it was probably JJ who gave you some information. I mean, even my own brother is on their side and not on my side. I mean, does that not just speak for itself? My brother, I'm on my own.
After KSI hears Deji is trying to flip the situation on him, he gets absolutely enraged. So now that Deji is blaming him for something, KSI is pissed off and he proceeds to block Deji on both Instagram and Twitter. Immediately after this occurs, Deji drops a video exposing KSI for distancing himself from the family. And this whole situation is so tough on Deji.
Bro, Deji's a little, bro. You're a little girl, bro. You're a little girl, fam. Like no cap, you're a little girl, bro. Just seeing the way this guy is acting every time to every situation, it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Deji, the borderline, has a meltdown.
You expect family to always be, you know, your number one priority, but with my brother, that's never ever been the case.
Some people don't have common sense, bro. If you're wrong about a situation, you're wrong about the situation, bro. You can't expect your family to put themselves in a bad position just to help you, just because you're quote unquote their brother. Like that's not how it works. That's not how it works, bro.
My brother puts friends first. It just doesn't make any sense, and this has been going on for years. So
it doesn't make sense that he put his friend first. Think about it. Think about it. He didn't choose you as a brother. You know what I'm saying? He probably never liked you like that for real. But he can choose his friends though. He can choose who becomes his friend, but he can't choose who becomes his brother. Having a really good friend, a really good best friend, that bond is deeper than having a brother. But that's no cap. That bond goes deeper than family. You get what I'm saying? That bond goes deeper than family because it's like you really friends with that person. You really connect with that person because you want to, bro. But when it's with your brother, I don't have siblings, but I can just tell it's like that. Cause like every time I be seeing like siblings be beefing, they're always like, "Oh, but that's your sibling, that's your sister, that's your brother. Y'all can't do that." You know what I mean? When it's your brother, it's like you try to be friends, y'all try to bond just because that's your brother, but not because you really want to. You know what I'm saying? It's like a chore. It's like it's mandatory. You get what I'm saying? It's not really your choice.
a lot of you guys have been mentioning, because you showed his bank statement, he's pissed off. No, that's minor. That's minuscule. Let me give you an example, okay? He's completely blocked me on social media and texts everything. He's blocked me out of everything over this whole beef on diss tracks because he doesn't want to choose to support me. He wants to choose to support someone else. When it comes to that situation, yeah, me and JJ, we're not cool. This isn't fake. I can't stand him, and I don't think I'll probably ever forgive him because inevitably he tried to ruin me. He tried to ruin me, ruin my credibility for the worst, and it didn't work. He tried to ruin me and it didn't work. So he's pissed. He was pissed. That's why he blocked me.
Why do I care so much what people think about me? I think I'm gay.
KSI is mad because Deji's close with his parents. Bro, that doesn't make no sense though. This would be pretty dumb to be. This is a dumb thing to be mad about. I mean, but we don't know the full picture yet, so let's keep watching.
He hates the fact that I'm so close with my parents. He can be close with mum and dad too if he really wanted to, but he doesn't want to. He would prefer it if I wasn't in the picture. He once said to me that he wanted to go home himself to see mum and dad and he didn't want me to be there. It's like he doesn't want me to be part of this family. If you don't want to be brothers anymore, that's completely cool with me. I'm down with that. I don't want to be your brother. Because you're a prick. I will never ever raise a son to hate his own family. You sent texts to mum saying you hate me. I've done nothing but support your stupid I support you when it comes to music. I support you when it comes to anything. And you want to turn your back on me and then block me on social media. You dramatic You are so dramatic. It pisses me off. You insecure prick. I honestly...
I mean, if you had a good point, if you had something that you actually stood on, you made a good point for why you went off, okay. Then it would have been messed up for him not to support you, but this whole thing was based on your feelings and how you felt about the situation, not about how the situation actually was. You should have saw the situation for what it was instead of, oh, I didn't like it, bro. I didn't think it was funny, dude. Nobody cares about how you feel, bro. It's like, for example, it's like some kid does something wrong, right? Some kid does something wrong. The parents punish them, you know, give them a whooping, or maybe put them on, and maybe they ground them or something, put them in timeout, whatever the case may be. Now the kid can flip out and be like, man, I didn't feel that was right, bro. Man, that was unfair. I hate you guys. Nobody's gonna care about that because he's not making a valid point. That's just how he feels. But that's not the reality. The reality is they gotta teach you that there's consequences to your actions.
Can't stand you. You are a complete scumbag, and I can tell you right now, I'm done with you as a brother. I know you'll watch this because this is the only way this will get through to your thick head, going through the internet, because you're an egotistical prick. You, and I can't be arsed with you anymore. Me and you are done. We're not brothers. Brothers don't do like this. You're on it. You are I can't stand you.
After this video drops, millions and millions of fans start freaking out everywhere and choosing sides. Even though KSI and Deji both have their own fan bases, their fan bases were very similar because they did so many collab videos, and because, you know, they're literally brothers. So the thought of having to choose which side they're on was insanely hard for kids worldwide. One of these kids this was insanely hard for was an influencer named Iman. Iman had been watching KSI.
Okay, bro, this is getting played out.
Brothers fight, brothers love
video where he acknowledges that he was distancing himself and apologized to Deji.
Deji, I love you, bro. Brothers fight, brothers say things they don't mean. At the end of the day, Deji, I will always love you. Simple as that. This is a family matter that has become public. First of all, I have never given Randolph any information whatsoever. I have given him nothing on you. I have tried to remain neutral between you and him. I'm not trying to ruin you at all. You're my brother. Why would I try to ruin you, Dej? Just message me or call me, man. I know I have been distant and that is my fault. I've just had a lot on. I've had to deal with a lot and I apologize. You can always still message me. You can always still call me. I'm never too busy to get a message.
Always puts friends first over family, and this has been going on for years.
Alright, now did you say that I pick friends over family, and that's just not true, okay? A lot of my friends are like my family. That's why this is all just a really situation. Even if we're family, Dej. If I took your side, no matter what, then that would just make me delusional. You said I've never supported you, but Dej, come on, man. You know that's not true. You know that's not true.
Hates the fact that I'm so close with my parents. He can be close with mum and dad too if he really wanted to, but he doesn't want to.
I will admit, I need to see the family more. I'll admit that, I definitely do. But you have to remember that you, mum and dad, live really far away, and I've also just had to deal with other stuff, but that's not an excuse. I still need to find time to visit my family, and that's what I said to you that I was going to work on. I'm trying to make things better, Deji. I'm really trying. We shouldn't be communicating publicly like we're doing now. Like this is ridiculous.
After this apology, Deji accepted, and the entire beef was over.
That's so cap, bro. They just probably would keep it like private on the low.
Like that.
Hey, my mama blew $100,000 in the 80s. Went back.
So instead of accepting KSI's apology, Deji goes absolutely Super Saiyan, and he proceeds to do the most disrespectful thing he could possibly imagine. Deji collaborates with every YouTuber KSI has ever beefed with, and he makes a collective diss track dissing every aspect of his life. Remember in Avengers Endgame when everyone assembled to fight Thanos? Well, that's pretty much the vibe I got from this music video. It was wild.
Deji, X-Dax, X-Crypt.
JJ wanna play games, wanna snake me, get your friends trying to battle me. Now they wanna bait names, how can a man choose friends over family?
You ain't got time for your bro, but you got time for these hoes, oh no. Yo, yeah, I'm the guy on the camera, I'll get the craziest flows. I know you think.
Bro, if you're gonna make a diss track, at least make a good song, bro. At least make a song you could bump in the club at least. Like that one song from Pooh Shiesty, Get It Back in Blood. He made a diss track that could be played in the club. At least be smart about what you're doing.
Think you're awesome, but it's time to take some caution. You bailed out Deji for texting those girls, but you're on your 4 for Oh my bitch, you want share man, but now I'm getting that airtime. Like Malaysia Airlines, nobody's found your hairline.
Yes, boy, please excuse my manners. Uncle Tom, nigga, you a YouTube cracker. Speak on my name, that's a YouTube dagger. I'm a mainstream, not a YouTube rapper. Don't stand with me. If you do, then it's dead to the G. Boy, you better take care of me. Catch us like definitely.
You see, you should have made a catchy this guy Dax right here. You should have made a catchy chorus. You should have made a catchy hook. It was a little bit of gritty. That doesn't include KSI. Just make it something catchy that anybody who heard it could like sing to it without having to know that it was KSI involved. Then when they listen to the rest of the song, that's when you realize, oh, it's a KSI beat. But this song's still good though. You know what I mean?
Why the f are you talking? Cause everybody know that.
Okay, so now my name's a dropping. Thanks for that. The clips and nifty since the ripped and the Randall's ass. You wanna step to me? Here's a welcome madness. That man gotta eat you a snack. You wanna be Aries, but you barely research. You the god of war, but I'm the god of rap.
But at least these guys got bars though. At least these guys actually rhyme and have some decent flow to them. It's just that this is not the right vibe, bro. This is not the right vibe. Nobody's gonna care about this enough for it to like be pushed. It's not the right vibe.
Bow to me until your hairy knees hurt. I'ma make you see how a real god reacts.
Yeah, I got Deji up in the studio right now. Flew all the way here from London just to. Hey, Lily Bonds, where you at?
To make it even worse,
Man, like what 22 Savage did with what's his name? Funny Mike did. Ain't no 21, baby. This is 22, like something like that. That would have been straight. That would have been fine, bro. Everybody would have been bumping that.
right after dropping this video, Deji then went on the Impulsive podcast ran by Logan Paul, who is a man KSI was literally beefing with at this very moment. This is the YouTube beef equivalent of breaking up with your girlfriend and she goes and sleeps with your arch nemesis. On this podcast, Deji states that he didn't buy KSI's apology video at all, and the internet world continues to be in a frenzy over the situation. People won't stop talking about it in YouTube comment sections for weeks.
Start earning with DoorDash, the top platform to help you reach your goals. Sign up at DoorDash.com/goals.
This is Webflow. Meet the design tool from the future, the most powerful visual code.
Me personally, I believe he said that sorry thing just to deter people from like the diss track. Because he even told me that you can upload the diss track.
He said you could.
Yeah,
Did he know that you guys were gonna snap on it?
Well, I told him it's nothing deep. The worst thing I just said that a girl licked his.
I want to dive into that diss track.
Oh wow, that's graphic. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna come back with part 3. Stay tuned. What's coming soon.